Good evening, basketball fans, and welcome to the Cardinal Sports Network's presentation of Lady Cardinal basketball from Cardinal Gym on the campus of Trinity Valley Community College in Athens, Texas. It's been a gray, kind of rainy day here in Athens, Texas. Pretty cold. The temperature's been around 40 degrees, but we're all inside tonight for our Region 14 Conference doubleheader. Tonight we have the Lady Cardinals and Cardinals taking on their counterparts from Jacksonville College from Jacksonville, Texas, about 42 miles to the east of us. The Lady Cardinals come into tonight's game with a 20-4 record overall. They are 11-1 in conference play, and they are ranked 7th in the nation. They've been there for about 4 straight weeks now, while the Jacksonville Lady Jaguars are 11-10 on the season and 4-6 in conference play. I'm Benny Rogers, the Assistant Public Information Officer at Trinity Valley Community College. I'll be calling the game for you tonight, and I'll be joined by Athens Daily Review Sports Editor Jason Larson. Jason, the Lady Cardinals are coming off a home win over Glenn College here this past Saturday, 89-70. They know if they can get through tonight's game, they've got a week off before the next game.
Yeah, and it'll be a good time to get a break a little bit late here in the season. So, they've had a tough run. You can go back to the 4-game road winning streak that they had. It was a 4-game road trip, but a tough one too, where they had a couple of long road trips and 4 big wins. So it's good for them to go ahead and take care of business tonight and then get that little bit of a break where I think any coach would love to have that kind of a break built in as you kind of get down into the stretch drive of the season, I guess you'd say.
I know Lady Cardinal coach Bill Damon told us after the game Saturday that his goal right now is just to get through tonight's game. Obviously he wants to get a win, but he needs that week off because the games have been coming in such rapid order and they've been on the road. There hasn't been a chance to kind of tweak what he likes to do.
Yeah, I talked to him after the game here last week, and that's what he said. It's hard. You don't even have time to work on some of the things that you see in a game. As a coach, that's a little frustrating because you've got so many games. I think he said they had 5 games in 10 days, basically. So that'll give them a chance to take a step back, take a breath, and most importantly, rest these players a little bit, give them a little bit of fresh legs as they go into that last run.
The Lady Cardinals and Lady Jaguars have already played once this season. That game was down in Jacksonville back earlier, two or three weeks ago, and the Lady Cardinals won that one by a score of 95-80, which is unusual because in this series between the Lady Cardinals and Jacksonville in recent years, it's been a really low-scoring game because Jacksonville has been successful at kind of uglying the game up, as coaches like to call it, and keeping the score down in the 50s or 60s range.
Yeah, and you've seen that with a couple of teams this year, obviously, and part of that, I guess, can be attributed to the fact that the Lady Cardinals are just running like crazy. They've got such a great bench that they can move in and they can keep that up-tempo game. And anytime, you've got a team that can score a lot of points, you're going to see the other team score a lot too because they're getting a lot more opportunities. So I think that's kind of a natural thing that's going to happen when you have the depth that Trinity Valley has, and they can, as we saw last week, they can come in with 5 fresh players, and they did that a couple of times and didn't really miss a beat at all.
No question about that. The Lady Cardinals, as we mentioned, are coached by Bill Damon. He's in his first year as head coach, but he's no stranger to the school. This is his 9th year overall at the college. He was served as an assistant coach for Kurt Butke and was part of 3 national championships of the 4 that Kurt Butke won. And then most recently, the last couple of years, he's been the assistant coach for Michael Landers, who resigned back last April to take on the head coaching job and athletic directorship at Baton Rouge Community College. The Lady Jaguars are coached by Lynn Nabby. He's in his 3rd year, and he's had 2 really good first years at Jacksonville College. He made them competitive and has gotten to the regional tournament both years. And as we mentioned, the Lady Cardinals have really had trouble with the Lady Jaguars since he's been there. We should mention that after today, we mentioned the Lady Cardinals don't play again until a week from today when they go to Brenham to take on Blinn in a quick rematch since they just played Saturday.
Yeah, and as we talked about, that's going to be a pretty decent little road trip, so it'll be good for them to kind of just take a break and get ready for that trip. And Blinn's going to be charged up and we've talked about that throughout these broadcasts and over the years. When you're Trinity Valley, you play with a target on your back, so
yeah.
They handle them pretty well, and Blinn's going to be looking for a shot to turn right back around. And depends on how you feel about it, I guess, Benny. When you have a team like Blinn that you just played a few days ago, do you think that benefits you when you've seen them so soon, where you can kind of just make some quick corrections and go right back at
it?
Yeah,
I don't think Coach Damuth or the Lady Cardinals have any trouble with that. Although Brenham is a tough road trip, as you mentioned, and a tough place to play. And the thing about it is, I think for Jeff Jenkins on the Blinn side, the loss is still fresh on their minds too, so he shouldn't have any trouble having them fired up to play at home.
Sure.
Jacksonville's next game is this Saturday. They've got the long road trip. They've got to go down to Houston to take on San Jacinto while the Lady Cardinals are off on Saturday. We should mention also that our next webcast will be on Saturday, February the 13th. We have a doubleheader at 2 p.m. and 4 p.m. The Lady Cardinals and Cardinals take on Paris in the rematches from earlier this season. We're looking ahead at this game today. The leading scorer for the Lady Cardinals coming to the game is Gloria Brown, a 6'2" sophomore post. She's averaging 19.4 points a game. She's the leading scorer in the conference. Marquisa McMillan is having a nice season as well. She's averaging 14.8 points a game. Jacksonville is led by Raven Miller. She's averaging 14.9 a game, and she's the fourth leading scorer in the conference. On the boards, Gloria Brown is the second leading rebounder in the conference, averaging 11.6. And for Jacksonville is Taisha Martin. She's averaging 8.4 rebounds a game. Gloria Brown is also hitting 58.7% of shots, which is a very good percentage. Tawana Lee is averaging 4.3 assists per game for the Lady Cardinals. Emily Faust is averaging 3.5 assists a game for Jacksonville College. We should also mention that if you have any questions or comments about our broadcast, you can reach us by email at csn@tvcc.edu. We'd love to hear comments from you. Or let us know that you're listening and where you're listening from, so we'll know where our audience is. We know that we reach as far as Canada because we have some Lady Cardinal players from Canada, of course, and they've got an audience there. We've got an audience across the nation because the Lady Cardinals, as always, have players from all points of the world, really, because they've got a Brazilian player this year. So it just goes to show you how far-reaching the Lady Cardinal program is. Have a crowd is starting to gather in as we're going to have our doubleheader. The Cardettes are here. They'll be performing at half times of the games. The Cardinal Regiment is on hand. They'll be performing, of course, I'm sure, the national anthem and then during timeouts, and we expect the Cardinal cheerleaders to be here momentarily. And we'll have a full festive doubleheader for you now. We just had one game in each of our last two webcasts, but tonight it's a doubleheader, so it's double duty, and it should be two really good basketball games.
Yeah, it'll be good. One of the things that kind of sticks in my mind from the last game against Blinn was how many Lady Cardinals got involved, and in so many different and diverse ways. Benny, I was really impressed, and I know you were too, with, again, we go over it a lot, but, the way Brittany Dukes plays on the boards, or the way that, we see Gloria Brown rebounding, you've got a lot of players doing a lot of different things.
You really do. We'll take a look at today's conference schedule, Jason. Of course, we got Jacksonville here. You got Blinn at Tyler. That's the second straight road game. Blinn's had to make up to East Texas, so we'll be interested to see how they handle that. Angelina's at Paris. Angelina's struggling right now. They've lost 3 in a row. Pinola's at Lon Mars, and then San Jacinto is at Kilgore. I think now we can take a look at the conference standings, and we'll show you how things are stacking up right there. Of course, the Lady Cardinals, Jason, why don't you look at the standings there?
Well, right now, Benny, you see Trinity Valley on top at 11-1, and they picked off a lot of big wins lately to do that. And as you mentioned, Angelina, which was right there and had a pretty high national ranking. Now they slipped down to 4th in the standings at 6-5 there. We see Kilgore in second place at 7-3, and then Paris at 7-4. As we've talked about, it's a real tight conference race here still. So Trinity Valley looks to be in pretty good shape. And then right behind them, you've got a really tight race where you see 3 losses, 4, 2 with 5, 2 with 6, 2 with 7, and 1 with 8. So probably with the exception of Sanjak, and certainly you don't want to count anybody out at this point, you'd have to think, though, that a lot of these teams are still gunning it. These coaches are still telling their girls, you've got a chance. You can get there from here. So
yeah, because the top 8 teams make it, and right now on the outside looking in would be Blinn and San Jacinto, but they don't need but a little hot 2 or 3 game stretch, and they're right there in the mix to make the tournament.
And likewise, and likewise for those teams that are within that top 8, their coaches are also telling them, you can't let up because there are people breathing right down your neck. And when you look at those standings, you can just quickly see how you can slide right out of contention.
Here we have the NJCAA top 10 rankings. Of course, we mentioned that the Lady Cardinals are number 7 with their 17-4, with their 20-4 record should be. But this is from the national rankings here. But the Lady Cardinals are 20-4. Gulf Coast is still leading the way, and the Lady Cardinals, I think, have been one of 2 teams that have played within 12 points of Gulf Coast this year. So Gulf Coast is definitely the team to beat. You see Central Arizona, they're the defending national champion. They're 17-2, ranked just 1 peg above the Lady Cardinals. And Jefferson College has also got another nice squad. There's Popeye Lincoln, is undefeated, number 4, 16-0. And they play in the same region as former Lady Cardinal coach Michael Landers. That's the team his Baton Rouge squad would have to beat if they were to make it to Saline at the national tournament.
Lucky him.
Yeah, that's what he said too, But we should mention that Michael's Lady Bears at Baton Rouge are currently winning their conference by 2 games, and that just says what kind of coach Michael is to take a first-year program and to make him possibly a conference champion.
Yeah. One more thing I want to touch on real quick, Betty, was just when you look at those standings, and we talked about how Angelina has struggled lately, and that's a program that's kind of building up and trying to get a taste of what it's like to be at the top. It just shows you how tough it is year in and year out to be good and to maintain a certain level of play like Trinity Valley has. And every year they face these kind of struggles, the same struggles the other teams do, and they always manage to stay right there on top. It's a very tough thing to do, and I think teams like Angelina are seeing that now. Not that they didn't know it already, but it is such a hard thing to do to be on top and stay on top. We see that in the college basketball world right now when you see a team like Texas or Kentucky. As soon as they get that number 1 ranking, it turns up the volume a little bit, and Trinity Valley has played with that volume up for about over a decade.
Well, they have. It's just really phenomenal when you think of what they've done and what they did when Kurt Butke was here. They went to 6 straight national championship games. Prior to that, nobody had ever gone to 3 in a row, and the Lady Cardinals went to 6, and that just everybody, of course, says that started the Lady Cardinal run, and to the degree that they were a player on the national level, it did. But in Joe Curl's final 2 years here before Kurt Butke came on the scene, they made the regional championship game twice, and that kind of whetted our appetite that it was time for the Lady Cardinals program to take off, and take off it has with Kurt Butke, Michael Landers, and now we expect big things with Bill Davis as the head coach. We're about 3.5 minutes away from the national anthem. The crowds are really starting to come in now. It'll be a good home crowd tonight, we expect, for the doubleheader. The Lady Cardinals always draw really well, and we expect that to be the case. And of course, neighboring Jacksonville is not that far, so there'll be some Jacksonville fans that'll make their way into the Cardinal Gym tonight. Again, there's the 3-minute warning before the national anthem, so that'll be coming up here pretty quick. Like I said, we expect the Lady Cardinals to want to run in the game, keep the pace fast, and we expect Jacksonville to want to slow it down and kind of muddy it up or ugly it up a little bit and keep the game down in the 60s range. Again, the Lady Cardinal softball team is in attendance already tonight. They opened up their first NJCAA sanctioned season yesterday. They did play last year, but it was unsanctioned. This year they're sanctioned, and they're playing in the regional their conference, and we bid for regional honors. They lost to McMillan County and Waco yesterday, both games, and I know Coach Johnston and the Lady Cardinals will be working hard to correct things. They've got to go to Concordia University for a game Friday. And we should mention that the Lady Cardinals home opener is a doubleheader at home next Monday at Kane Park at 1 and 3 p.m. when they take on Grayson County Community College. And we'll let you enjoy the TVCC fight song. Again, we'd like to welcome you along the way on the Cardinal Sports Network at www.tvcc.edu for tonight's Region 14 Conference doubleheader between Trinity Valley and Jacksonville College. We are about ready for the national anthem. And we'll step away from the mic, obviously, for that. And then we'll have the introduction of the starting lineups. And we'll be underway here with our two-game card for tonight. And thank you very much for listening along the way on the Cardinals Sports Network.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to today's game. Jacksonville Jaguars versus Lady Cardinals.
This time the Cardinal Regiment will perform our national anthem. Cardinal Regiment and our national anthem. Now we'll have the introduction of the starting lineup for both teams.
Now,
Be underway.
the starters for the Jacksonville Jaguars. First, number 5, Raylan Dillon.
You mentioned she's averaging 14.9 a game from Shreveport, Louisiana.
12, Renee Dillon.
Freshman from Cedar Hill, Texas.
Number 15, Jamie Johnson.
Sophomore from Louisville, Texas.
Number 21, Precious Heron.
Sophomore from Shreveport, Louisiana.
And number 33, Taisha Martin.
Aisha Martin is a sophomore from Fort Worth, Texas. Two starters for the Jacksonville College Lady Jaguars.
And now for Trinity Valley Lady Cardinals. First, number 3, from New Haven, Connecticut. Sophomore, Michelle White.
Michelle White, one of the many guards that have really been solid for the Lady Cardinals this season. Tawana Lee's been a clutch guard for the Lady Cardinals. She's hit some big free throws in games. 25, Brittany Dukes. Well, she has just been all everything for the Lady Cardinals. Scoring, rebounding, running the offense. It doesn't matter. Brittany's had a very solid season. Alicia Dunn from Canada, 6'4". She has been coming on. She's really been solid the last 2 or 3 games. And Coach Damon's really expecting her to have a final stretch run of the season. Kisa McMillan is a post player from Seattle, Washington. But she can shoot from the 3-pointer, and if she hits her first, and watch out, she may be on her way to a very big night. Always wearing that smile, too, Jason.
Yeah, she's some kind of player and a big personality. She's fun to watch.
See Bill Damon talking to the Lady Cardinals in their huddle before they go out for the opening tip. They're wanting to get through this game, want to get the W, of course, and then get that week off to work on some things for the run to the regional tournament. Lady Cardinals currently have a 2-game lead over Kilgore in the loss standing column, and 3 games over Paris, and 4 games now, I think it is, over Angelina. So, got to win this one, though, for Lady Cardinal. Alicia Dunn will be jumping for the Lady Cardinals. Precious Heron will be jumping for the Lady Jaguars. And we are underway. The tip is controlled by the Lady Cardinals. Tawana Lee will run the offense, and we're underway. Region 14 Conference Basketball from Cardinal Gym in Athens, Texas. Michelle White looks to get the ball to Alicia Dunn. She does. Alicia Dunn back outside to McMillan. McMillan puts up a 3-pointer. No good. Rebound, there she is, Jason. Brittany Dukes, rebounding bucket.
In great position. That's what she's been doing all season long.
Sometimes we turn those guards loose down low on the rebound, and Brittany Dukes will definitely make you pay. Jumper, good, nailed it. Raven Miller, she averages 14.9 a game. We're at tied at 2 and 2. Michelle White back out to Tawana Lee. Tawana Lee on the drive, puts up the shot. Off the top, high off the glass, and makes it. Lady Cardinals off to a 2-for-2 shooting start, Jason. Martin with the basketball for the Lady Jaguars. Looking to pass it off. Instead, it's stolen by Michelle White. She quickly gets the ball to Tawana Lee. And Tawana Lee goes on the attack, drives, layup, good. Fast start for the Lady Cardinals. Exactly what Bill Dangles wanted, and he wants to see it the entire game, I will promise you.
Yeah, and I think on that other end with Jacksonville Tyson, he just kind of hung onto the ball a little bit too long, and that gave Trinity Valley a chance to collapse on her and, get a couple people on the ball.
And there's an unforced error there. Jamie Johnson, with very token pressure against her, drug her foot, called for the walk, and the ball will go over to the Lady Cardinals. Last thing that the Lady Jaguars want to kind of start anyway. Tawana Lee. McMillan thought about the three, turned it down. Brittany Dukes with the ball, gets the ball down low to Dunn. Dunn fakes, puts it up, turn around, no good. First miss for the Lady Cardinals, controlled by Jamie Johnson for the Lady Jaguars. Miller puts up the shot off the glass, no good. Controlled by Dunn. She outlets to Brittany Dukes. Dukes is on the attack. Dukes drives, layup, draws contact and the foul. I believe that's going to be called on Precious Herring for Jacksonville. Yep, that's who's on to be shooting 2.
See here on the replay, Benny, going the other way. What we wanted to show you was just Dukes she didn't wait on anybody. She went right to the hoop and kind of got right in there to again, force a shot or get the free throw line. That's not what she did.
Makes the first free throw, 7-2, 17:49 left in the opening half. And the second rims in and out, 7-2. Miller running the offense. Give and go, drive, puts it up, draws the foul, Michelle White, and the bucket's going to count. Bucket's going to count. It'll be 7-4 with the free throw to go.
Pretty clear here, you see.
Yeah, the teams are a little bit confused. She was fouled in the act of shooting, so she got the bucket and will now shoot the one free throw.
See here on the replay, she just drives right in there and gets the shot off, and it looks like Jacksonville is going to make a very concerted effort to get the ball in her hands. Obviously, when they're scoring right at 15 points a game, they're going to want her to try to do a lot tonight.
Free throw is good, and we've got a 2-point game, 7-5. Lee gets the ball down low to Alicia Dunn underneath. She made a great job. That's just the way it's supposed to work right there. Tawana Lee was patient, got the ball to Alicia Dunn underneath, and she was patient and went up with the shot and got the point. So that's exactly how you want to see your guards and your post work together.
Benny, you couldn't have asked for a better pass, and Alicia Dunn did a good job finishing. That was a great job by 2 players there.
Brittany Dukes almost comes up with a steal. Shot goes up in the corner, no good. The rebound is going to be controlled by Michelle White. Precious Herring put up the shot. Tawana Lee thought about the three, turned it down, gets it down low to Alicia Dunn, up and in. Alicia Dunn, folks, I'm telling you, down the stretch, she's going to be a very key player for the Lady Cardinals. You can just see her coming on.
I don't know if you noticed, but that pass had a lot of English on it. That was a great pass.
Miller with the basketball, now back inside. Shot goes up, no good. Rebound, the Lady Jaguars, no good. Dunn with the rebound. Taisha Martin missed the first shot of that sequence. Got the ball down low to McMillan. She puts it up, a little off balance, Jason. She lost her footing, it looked like.
Yeah, just a little bit of an awkward shot there. They're going to get a lot of chances down there. She just couldn't quite get things set up.
Oh, there's a block by McMillan there. Sine Dillard drove the baseline, was rejected by McMillan. Now we just have a host of new players checking into the game. We see another post combination now, Jason. This one was effective the other way too. We got Marlianne Luziero, number 24, and Gloria Brown, number 20, in for the Lady Cardinals.
Yeah, you saw Gloria Brown going up against Blenn's best scorer last week, and we're going to probably see that again. There she is challenging a shot.
Yeah, Brown didn't get the block then, but she made him change the shot, and he was missed, and now the Lady Cardinals lose the ball out of bounds, but it's going to still be their basketball.
Yeah, and for the most part, I think any coach will tell you, if you can just change the shot, that's almost as good as a block because, you know, you get the same result. You just have to rebound it.
Ball down low to Gloria Brown, up and in. We see she's hitting 58.7% of her shots, and she's 1 for 1 in this game. We got a 13-5 game with 15:43 left in the opening half.
Valley 6 of 9 right now, Ben. It's real hot and doing a real good job getting the ball into the paint.
34 is Cassandra Moody now in the game for the Lady Jaguars. Jamie Johnson running the offense. Number 15, she is guarded by Michelle Thomas. Pass off down low. It's good. Going to be a foul called on Marlianne Luziero. Bucket's going to count by Cassandra Moody. Lady Cardinals going to give up possibly another 3-point play, Jason. That would be 6 points that they've given up on fouls, and shots and foul.
And we talk about it anytime you're trying to make a play from the back, as you see here, Luziero just trying to play some good defense and got out of position just a little bit and tried to make the block from behind.
Moody missed the free throw. Lady Cardinals control 13-7, coming up on the 15-minute mark. Pass down low to Luziero. She makes a move, kicks it back out to Brown. Brown puts up the shot. She misses. There's Brittany Dukes with the rebound and the bucket. Oh, my goodness. I love to watch Brittany Dukes play.
And, boy, you see the way, I mean, she, again, put a nice little spin. Her body wasn't in the right position, but she got her hands in the right position to get that shot out.
Johnson on the drive. Took it hard to the goal and is going to draw the foul. Well, when you make the drive with that much authority, you're probably going to draw a foul just about every time. She didn't get the bucket, though, so no chance of a 3-point play here. 15-7, 14-42 left in the first half. Been a fast-paced game, just what the Lady Cardinals wanted. First free throw up and good. Tawana Lee checking in for Brittany Dukes. Good start for Brittany Dukes. Second one comes out and is going to go to Gloria Brown, the rebound. Quickly gets the ball to Michelle Thomas.
Right now, Jacksonville scoring about every 2 minutes. That's not going to cut it.
Nope. Gloria Brown gets the ball to Luziero. Tries to. Very nice defensive play that time by Cassandra Moody for the Lady Jaguars. She knocked the ball out of bounds. It still goes back to the Lady Cardinals, but she did deny the basketball down low.
Really like to see the Lady Cardinals trying to work that ball down low and take advantage of those talented players they have in the post. As you see McMillan come back in for Luziero. Really can't hurt anything at all to give that low look, and then if you have an open shot, take it on the outside. But let your players down low do the job, and Trinity Valley has superior post players.
Thomas controlling the basketball over to White. Thomas puts up the three-pointer. Don't see her take that many. Rebounded by McMillan. Oh, nice job. McMillan did a great job of controlling the rebound. He put up a little soft shot off the glass and made it. Oh, the Lady Cardinals, that was very nice there. Lady Cardinals are starting to look like a team that may be getting ready to go on a really hot streak. And I know that sounds funny for a team that's 24, but it's February and it's time to raise your level of play, Jason.
And they've had, they had a lot of players come in and out, and just had a lot of different matchups and things they're trying to work with. So,
three-pointer by Amanda Mangan, the Waxahachie freshman, hit that three-pointer, and it's 17-11. Just a 6-point game. As good as the Lady Cardinals are playing, they're only up by 6 points, so they've got to continue to keep pressing forward.
As I was saying, this is all, they've been getting ready and doing a lot of work, so it's not a surprise that they're just now starting to come together here.
Nice wraparound pass by Michelle White to Gloria Brown for an easy bucket. Easy bucket. It's really fun to watch the Lady Cardinals play when they attack the basket like they are, Jason.
Yeah, and you got to give a lot of credit to the guards right now. They're doing an absolutely excellent job getting that ball into the low post. And it's not just a run-and-mill pass. They're using some pretty complicated passes to get that ball down low into the post.
Gloria Brown tried to come up with a steal, but the ball goes out of bounds off of her. So it belongs to the Lady Jaguars as we see Carlita Green, number 5, checking in for the Lady Cardinals.
Just to touch on that one more time, we've seen a lob. We've seen a little bit of a spin pass. We've seen, the wraparound pass. They're just doing a great job feeding the ball into the low post.
Jamie Johnson controlling the basketball for the Lady Jaguars. She goes on the drive, tries to dish off underneath, but there's Carlita Green that saw what was happening and comes up with the steal. Thomas running the offense. Over to Green. Back out to Thomas. Three-pointer. Off the mark. Controlled by Miller.
Got like 0 of 3 from three-point early.
Turnover. Steal by Gloria Brown. Miller to put it up from there. No good. Again, Miller with the rebound. Lady Cardinals want to be careful, Jason, not get away from looking to get the ball down inside because sometimes you can get carried away shooting the threes and lose the rhythm that you had to your offense.
And certainly what they're doing on offense right now ain't broke, to use the phrase, so they need to stick with it.
Gloria Brown is going to be called for the foul against Taisha Martin. Alicia Dunn checks back in for Gloria Brown. Also, Brittany Dukes is back on the floor. Boy, it must be nice to be Bill Damuth and have the combinations and the bench that you've got. And just any combination he puts out there almost clicks. Now, they can't leave Miller unguarded like that. And she didn't hit the three-pointer. She got a really good look at it. And the Lady Jaguars controlled the rebound. Dunn with a great job of breaking up the pass inside and getting a held ball out of it. The possession will still belong to the Lady Jaguars as Michelle White checks in for Kalita Green. Bill Damon's given a lot of players a lot of minutes early in this game. 19-11, 11:53 left in the first half. Miller with the basketball, drives baseline. And we got a whistle.
Looks like it was done there on the reach around just a little bit.
Alicia Dunn with the foul. That's her first. Nice inbounds play. Dunn did a great job of getting over, denying, and the rebound by McMillan, and the Lady Cardinals are quickly down the floor. White stops and pops. No good. Rebound is controlled by Emily Faust of Paris, Texas, a sophomore. Johnson running the offense over to Faust. Gets the ball to Miller. Good little weave action there. Back out front to Johnson. Shot clock at 10. Shot clock at 9. Johnson looking to get in position for a shot. Faust puts up the shot. Does not draw iron. And that's a shot clock violation. That one didn't draw iron that time. That's good defense there when you get a turnover by the shot clock.
If the referees are having a discussion about it.
Not sure what the discussion is because it didn't hit iron. Did the Lady Cardinals have possession and then lose it? We'll get an explanation.
They are calling it Jacksonville ball.
I think that's what they're going to call. I think if the Lady Cardinals had possession, so it's not a shot clock violation. Kind of curious there.
Maybe they're warming up. As is Bill Dane. Who was not happy with that call.
Martin with the basketball. Necessarily a guard. And she goes on the attack. Very nice job. Taisha Martin made a power move. Got the bucket. 19-13. Again, it's a 6-point game. Lady Cardinals cannot let up against this Jacksonville squad because this is a gritty little squad. Tawana Lee with a three-pointer, nails it.
She has been on fire.
She's one of those also that can hit those shots from outside like that.
That's 7 points for her just here in the early going in the first 9.5 minutes.
That's what the Lady Cardinals need to do is give and go. Miller puts up the shot. No good. McMillan with the rebound. Lady Cardinals are going to dominate the boards pretty much against Jacksonville as long as they get any kind of position at all. McMillan thought about the three, turned it down. Lee thought about the three, turned it down. Goes to the drive, puts up the shot off the glass, in. Well, Tawana Lee's having a fine season as well. The guards have really been solid for the Lady Cardinals for pretty much the entire season. And we got our first timeout. Lynn Navy of Jacksonville is going to call a 30-second timeout. 24-13 Lady Cardinals, 10:04 left in the opening half.
On those last two offensive possessions for Trinity Valley, we got to see the kind of player that Tawana Lee is. We saw her come down there and not be afraid at all to shoot a three-pointer in the face of the defender, and just a beautiful shot. We've seen a lot of that from her lately. They come right back down on the next offensive possession. She passes up the three, drives in, and takes a little short jumper. That's her game. Her game is really everywhere. There's nothing that I don't believe that she can't do on the floor. I think if you posted her up down there as a guard, she'd do a good job.
Zoom play, the Lady Cardinals up 24-13, 10:04 left in the opening half. Halfway through this half, of course. The ball belongs to the Lady Jaguars after the 30-second timeout. Jamie Johnson running the offense. She's guarded by Tawana Lee. I think Bill Dame is going to be a little upset with that one, Jason. I'm not so sure that Lee tripped her. She's being called for the trip. It just looked like their legs got a little bit tangled up, and I guess, yeah, that responsibility belongs to the defensive player, but it kind of seems like a little unfair in that instance.
Yeah, and she's doing just a little bit of clearing out with her hands, too, and Bill may have a little bit of a problem with that, too. She's trying to keep Tawana Lee away from her because Lee is giving some tight defense, but at the same time, it's kind of waving off the defense. Can't really do that, but it's not a call, it's not a foul.
Miller with the basketball. She's guarded by Michelle White. Great job by Gloria Brown. She anticipated the pass coming in to Martin, tapped it away. Thomas goes on the drive, draws a foul. That's a good job of defense by Gloria Brown.
And once again, she makes it look like, she's the 18-year-old kid in the playground playing the 6-year-old. So here you see on the replay, White just drives in there and gets fouled.
First free throw attempt. It's in there. Lady Cardinals with a double-digit lead now, 25-13, 9:30 left in the first half. Make sure you stay with us at halftime. We're going to have a very special presentation at the start of halftime. We're not going to spill the beans, but just want to stay around for it. 26-13. Johnson guarded by Thomas. The Cardinals have been pretty solid on defense, giving up a couple of three-point plays, or one three-point play and one would-be three-point play. That's just been about the only weakness there's been so far. Martin with the basketball. Now Martin's not afraid to drive. She lowers that shoulder, did a little jump stop. The ball goes out of bounds. Bill Dame was willing to find out just exactly which of his players that went off of. Nobody's taking a poll, but I'd be curious as well. Miller with the basketball. Just tosses up a shot with the shot clock winding down. Great presence to know how much time was on the shot clock. And the ball goes over to the Lady Cardinals. Lady Jaguars are going to bring in 4 new players that have already been in the game, but they're bringing them back in. Lady Jaguars are really going to have to be careful, Jason, because this is a point of the game now. If the Lady Cardinals would have put on a little 8 or 9 point spurt, the game could get out of hand in a hurry.
That's right. And, I was going to say, it's rare that you see a shot clock violation in the game. You might see it once every so often, too, in the same half. Is testament to the Trinity Valley defense, I think.
Shot down low. Oh, my goodness. Gloria Brown went to her left, Jason, and went to the baseline and put up a little one-handed shot.
3 shots in a row for Trinity Valley, 6 points for Brown.
Oh, great job that time by Wrighton. She anticipated the pass. Knocked out of bounds, and that's turnover number 7 for the Lady Jaguars. Thank you, Jason. I lost count there.
Nice job by Shaq Wrighton there. Just tangled her up. And, there's somebody that's coming into the 3rd wave.
And she started playing. She was eligible, but she started playing at midterm. Three-pointer, good. Okay, there she is, Jason. Brittany Dukes.
Doing her thing.
Anything else you want her to do tonight?
She share some of this broadcast.
31-13 with coming up on the 8-minute mark.
6 points for Dukes to go along with a couple of rebounds.
Drive that time by Jasmine Jackson from Bossier City, Louisiana, one of my favorite cities.
Why is that, Benny?
I'd go in there. It'll be 2 free throws. Second foul on Alicia Dunn. First one's terribly short. Free throw, no good. Makisa McMillan checks in for Alicia Dunn. She's got 2 fouls, so I'm sure Bill Damuth will save her with 3 fouls for the second half in case things tighten up, which they could do against Jacksonville. Jacksonville's a gritty little squad. Second free throw is no good, and Gloria Brown goes high above everyone and gets the rebound.
Second rebound of the
Dukes thought about pulling up on the 3 again, turned it down. McMillan, she will if you give her any space at all. Back over to Dukes, thought about it again. Thomas at the top of the key. Lady Cardinals a little bit out of sorts. That's a great job of defense that time by the Lady Jaguars. First turnover for the Lady Cardinals with 7:39 left in the first half. Not bad at all. And there's a steal on the other end by Gloria Brown. Great job of Gloria Brown anticipating. 2-on-1. Free throw is missed by Dukes, but she draws the foul. Excuse me, not the free throw. The layup is missed by Dukes. She draws the foul, and we'll get 2 free throws. Sorry about that.
And again, it just a different level player out there. Gloria Brown is just kind of making something happen. You see the replay here. Still White coming down. She dishes to Dukes, and Dukes got hacked on her way to the hoop there.
Dukes makes the first free throw. Michelle White is checked back into the game. Second free throw attempt, no good. Controlled by Mangan for the Lady Jaguars. Jackson running the offense. Lady Cardinals have really had things tightened up on the defensive end. They want to continue that the rest of the half. There again, there's McMillan, this time anticipating the pass, coming up the steal. Well, the post have really done a nice job on the defensive end tonight, too. McMillan puts up the 3. No good. Brown with the rebound, puts up the shot from the baseline. Got it. Oh, Jason. Oh, my goodness. She was back behind the backboard. Well, it's not a backboard anymore. We call it the glass. I'm dating myself when we had backboards.
Well, whatever it was, she did a good job moving around it.
At least I didn't say peach basket.
Oh, that's true. Milk crud. That's 8 points.
Great steal that time. Thomas comes up with the steal, going to take it all the way, draws a foul, puts it up. Oh, the shot will not fall. Oh, goodness. Foul is going to be on Jasmine Jackson. And it's going to send Thomas, to the free throw line for 2.
See White here, just kind of picking the ball up and doesn't really have numbers, but that's not going to stop her. She's going to drive in there anyway and force the issue.
Hit the first free throw. 35-13. 6:32. Second one, what the late coach and CBS commentator Al McGuire used to call a crier. When he would hit the front of the rim and roll in, he would call it a crier.
It was a crier.
Now I'm really dating myself. Got some subs going into the game. Sine Dillard is going in. She started the game for the Lady Jaguars, and she's back on the floor now.
And here's that period you were talking about there, Benny, where Trinity Valley's kind of opened things up here.
Lady Cardinals showing a little bit of a pressure defense now. It's kind of token pressure. They're not really even in their trapping game right now. Just going to make them. There's Gloria Brown with almost another steal. She got a piece of it.
Kind of hard to realize, I guess, but right now what you're looking at is a 17-0 Trinity Valley run.
17-0. Martin on the drive. Oh, my goodness. Lost track of where she was, and that shot went up from behind the glass. Goes down as a turnover, and it's going to be the Lady Cardinals basketball.
It's 4 minutes now without a bucket for Jacksonville.
We're coming up on the 6-minute mark. Lady Cardinals comfortably in front by 23 points. Ball down low to McMillan. That ought to be easy. It is. Oh, my goodness. It's not even a contest, Jay Bird, when the Lady Cardinals get the ball down on the block.
Yeah, it certainly hasn't been in this game at all. They've really had their way down there.
I guess I should explain myself that Jay Bird's my nickname for you that I just slipped and said, so people don't think I'm insulting you.
As long as you don't say Jailbird, I'm okay.
10 seconds on the shot clock.
Good defensive pressure here by Trinity Valley.
It is. 5 on the shot clock. Drive blocked by Gloria Brown. Gloria Brown with the block. Lady Cardinals have numbers. Tawana Lee goes all the way, draws contact, is going to get 2 free throws. Lady Cardinals, Jason, are pretty much having their way right now with what they want to do on the offensive end.
Yeah, and I believe that's fed off a defensive pass for sure. You see the replay here. We were going to show you. Here we go. That Brown just changed that shot, got a little bit of a piece of it, and they just went the other way real quick.
Lee makes the first free throw. 39-13, 5:22 left in the first half. Second one in there as well. 40-13. Lady Cardinals, little pressure.
It's 11 points now for Lee to lead the Lady Cards.
Oh, that shot was forced up and was rebounded by Gloria Brown, but she didn't see Brittany Dukes coming in from under her, basically, and the ball goes off of Brittany Dukes, and the Lady Jaguars got a reprieve there.
Kind of the equivalent of a basketball pile driver there.
It really was.
Duke got the short end of it.
Got a timeout charged to Jacksonville College, and I believe this is going to be a 30-second timeout. Again, we ask you to stay with us at halftime. You'll have a special presentation to start halftime, and then I'm sure that the cheerleaders and the Cardettes, well, I know the Cardettes can perform because they've already left the area in which they were seated to get ready for their performance, but at the very start we'll have a presentation that we want you to stay online for and watch. Again, if you have any questions or comments about our webcast, you can reach us at csn@tvcc.edu. Let us hear from you. Let us know where you're listening from. I'd like to know who all's out there listening. Watching, I should say. You're not just having to listen. You can watch at www.tvcc.edu, and we're glad to have you looking on tonight. And we're back in play, 5:02. Great job. Well, I'll guarantee you, Tawana Lee anticipated that inbounds pass, got the steal. Ball down low to Gloria Brown. It's in there. Gloria Brown, she may be perfect tonight, Jason. If she's missed a shot, it may be just one, I think.
Yeah, I'll have to look that up, but she's been really good, that's for sure. And that's her 10th point of the evening.
42-13. It's a big run for the Lady Cardinals, and it's been a long drought for the
23-0 for Trinity Valley. No points.
Shot. It's a 2-pointer, but that's going to break the drought. Taisha Martin puts up about an 18-foot jumper and makes it 42-15.
That was her first point since her layup at 10:56.
Tawana Lee now running the offense. Waiting for Gloria Brown and Marquisa McMillan, the post players, to go to work. Get the ball down to McMillan. It's up and, she misses this time. A rare miss from McMillan down low. Faust with the basketball. Oh, nice job. Faust did a great job there, but they couldn't finish it off. Heron missed the shot, but the Lady Jaguars are still in possession of the basketball, and another great job by Tawana Lee of anticipating. Doesn't come up with a steal. Baseline drive blocked by Brittany Dukes. And now we have a travel violation against the Lady Jaguars. 12th turnover for the Lady Jaguars, and that is not the recipe for being able to be successful against the Lady Cardinals, certainly at home, most likely anytime.
And again, down there you see, you got to guard Brittany Dukes down there, getting the block and kind of discombobulating the Jacksonville player there, and here we go the other way to Trinity Valley now. So it's been a great defensive effort by Trinity Valley.
It really has. Thomas running the offense. Tawana Lee puts up the three-pointer. I'm not sure she was sold on that one, Jason, and you can see the hesitation cost her.
Yeah, it looked like maybe just somebody got just a fingertip on it too, possibly. So it may have affected the trajectory there. I'm not 100% sure about that, but it kind of looked like it.
Miller with the ball for the Lady Jaguars. She goes back over to Jackson. Three-point attempt. It's in there. Cassandra Moody knocks down the three from the corner, 42-18.
6 points now for Moody. Excuse me, Ben.
Lady Cardinals don't want to give away any momentum here. Now, they're still comfortably ahead, but you don't want to let Jacksonville get within 15 points of you there at halftime, because then they would have some momentum, and they have a history of playing the Lady Cardinals close. Three-pointer, Thomas, no good. See, the Lady Cardinals aren't getting the rebound now. Luziera was the only Lady Cardinal underneath, and she doesn't come down with it. And now Miller's on the attack for the Lady Jaguars. A little bit of clearing out, but they didn't call it. Three-point attempt again, tries no good. Martin with the rebound, goes to the goal strong, and hits an easy layup. And Bill Damath is not happy. He's using a 30-second timeout and getting Gloria Brown into the game.
Yeah, and right there, you just kind of saw Martin just rush right back in there, almost untouched, to get the rebound and the putback. So that's what David's talking about right now. You got to get a body on that person coming in.
You just don't want the Lady Jaguars to finish the half with any kind of a run and any kind of momentum, because you pretty much have got them beaten down as long as you just at least maintain where you're at. You don't have to go on any more runs. You pretty much have got that part of it under control, but you got to have stops, and you've got to make the most of your possessions.
Yeah. And of course, still looking at a 22-point lead here, but that's one of the things you always have to watch with a Trinity Valley basketball game. When there's usually such a wide gap, it's just a matter of how much you're going to get back, or how strong they're going to continue with their effort.
It's just that Jacksonville has such a knack under Lynn Nabby of playing the Lady Cardinals close, and you just don't want to let them get back into where they've got a little bit of confidence and feeling good about themselves. Sure. Coming up on the 2-minute mark. Lee gets the ball down to Gloria Brown. It goes off her foot, but luckily Michelle Thomas is there for it. Ball back down low to Brown. Puts up the shot, makes a move, and she draws a foul. Oh my goodness, what a move. What a nice move. Got the bucket and drew the foul.
A little up and under there. She kind of dribbled the ball off of her foot. It went right back out to Thomas. You're going to see here on the replay, there goes to Thomas. Brown actually gets up, calls back for the ball again, and then you'll see the up and under move right here. Ball fake and then up and under, and easy money.
Missed a free throw, though. 44-20. Two minutes to go in the first half. Drive by Miller. No good. Rebounded by Brittany Dukes, but she loses the ball. Gloria Brown's there to keep it alive. Gets it back out to White. Nice job of working together there by the Lady Cardinals down low on the rebound. Gloria Brown gets the ball down low. It's knocked out of her hands, and the ball, there's be a foul called. Excuse me, there's a foul called on Martin, I believe. Well, that's going to be Moody, I think, with that. No, it was Martin. My bad. Gloria Brown at the free throw line, shooting two. First one's in and out. Pretty nice Wednesday night crowd is showing up tonight for the doubleheader. The second one is good. I mentioned at the start of the webcast tonight, it's been a cloudy, gray, dreary, kind of wet day here in Athens. Temperatures stayed in the 40s. I know it didn't get out of the 40s. And they're calling for some pretty cold weather at the first of next week with some possibly winter precipitation maybe Monday night into Tuesday. But that's a long way off. Predicting the weather that far off in Texas, you can't make a living. Miller with the basketball. Trying to get the ball down low, but Marquise Miller's not having any of that, and Thomas just goes on the attack and gets the steal off the Brittany Dukes. They've got the numbers 2-1, puts a shot up and makes it. Oh, there you go. That's the Lady Cardinal defense turning the game into a running game, a transition game. That's the Lady Cardinals game, folks. 47-20. We're under a minute left in the half.
Thomas made that play from her stomach. That was an incredible effort.
Mark puts up a three-pointer, no good, controlled by, guess who? Brittany Dukes. Dukes almost loses the basketball, but gets it to Thomas, and Lady Cardinals are probably going to milk a little clock here. Pretty content with a 27-point lead and going to get a last shot. Can't hold it all the time, but they can get the majority of it off the clock. Down low to McMillan, thought about the three. Gets it to Brown, down low, up in, of course. Gloria Brown. Averaging 19.4 a game, and she's headed there tonight, too, looks like.
Well on her way.
I've got a foul. Wright is going to be called for the foul. Be a 1-and-1 situation for the Lady Jaguars. Raven Miller will go to the line. 9.5 seconds left in the half, 29-point game. Up and in, second one to follow. 28-point Lady Cardinal lead. They can play for one shot now. Shot clock is turned off. Second free throw is up and in. Thomas will bring the ball down, and they'll try to get one shot. I know who I would go to, but it'd be hard to pick a wrong option out there. Three-pointer, in and out, right. And that's going to be the first half with the Lady Cardinals having assumed a 49-22 halftime lead.
About halfway there, a little less than halfway there. 6 points for Taisha Martin, 5 for Sandra Mooney.
Again, we're at 49-22, about a minute left at halftime. We'll be underway again. It will be the Lady Jaguars' possession. And I know I sound like a broken record every time we do a game, Jason, but the first 5 minutes of the second half, the Lady Cardinals can force their will on the Lady Jaguars. They ought to have a pretty easy second half.
Yeah, Jacksonville is pretty much teetering on the edge right now anyway. You kind of saw there late in the first half, getting a little bit desperate with some of their shots, just trying to make something happen. They just had such a hard time. They've had a couple of shot clock violations. They're not getting many second chances here. There have just been very few defensive lapses for Trinity Valley, so I am curious to see how this first 5 minutes plays out.
It'll be interesting to see what approach the Lady Jaguars take as well. Will they start kind of throwing a little bit of caution to the wind and put up more three-pointers, hopefully, hit 3 or 4 of those back to back to back, and maybe try to climb back into the game. But we're underway.
We saw Blinn try that approach here just a few days ago, and it did not work. But if you knock them down, that's a whole different story.
With the basketball, we've seen her take the ball and go to the hoop tonight, get some points. Alicia Dunn almost comes up with the steal. Three-pointer right off the bat, no good. Put up by Miller, controlled by Tawana Lee. Tawana Lee with a three-pointer to start for the Lady Cardinals, and she misses. So both teams missed their first shots of the second half, both three-pointers. There's another three. This one's good. Now they're calling it a two. They're calling it a two by Sinead Dillard from Cedar Hill, Texas. (49-24) is the score. Lady McMillan misses. Drive and the foul. Now, the Lady Jaguars have started off as the aggressor here in the second half. This foul is going to be called on McMillan. 49-24. 2 free throws to come for Jamie Johnson. .52 left in the game, just underway here in the second half. Lady Jaguars struck first and about to strike again with a free throw potentially. First free throw is up, well, I guess I jinxed her. It's no good. Johnson at the line.
Fifth free throw miss out of 9 chances tonight for the Jaguars.
And the second, it is good. 24-point Lady Cardinal lead. Tawana Lee, Michelle White, she puts up the jumper. Three-pointer, good. There's a three-pointer from Michelle White. She's been kind of quiet tonight on the scoring front.
Yeah, that's her first points of the ball game.
Lady Jaguars look like they were ready to tack down low, and they flip it back outside. Miller with the basketball, goes on the drive. This is a nice job of avoiding contact. And we're going to have a timeout called real quick. Lynn Navy's going to call a timeout, calling a 30-second timeout. I thought he'd used both 30s in the first half, but evidently one of those was changed to a full. No, it's got to be a full. I thought he used both in the first half. This is a full timeout.
Benny, it looks like that's kind of how the game started for Jacksonville, with them trying to really use aggressive moves to get Miller to the bucket. That's her 9th point of the contest here, and that's probably what Jacksonville's going to have to do is certainly get her involved.
A little bit of confusion on the timeout. Jacksonville called a 30. They didn't have a 30. And then Nabby didn't want to use the full minute, so he put his team back out on the floor, and that means the Lady Cardinals have got to come back out and be ready to play it as their basketball at 52-27. Members of the Lady Cardinal softball team are here tonight, as are members of the football team.
Exciting day for football on campus here.
Yeah, it's been a exciting day. Maybe we'll get a chance to talk about that a little bit later. Lady Cardinals turned the ball over. Martin with the basketball. Very nice player for the Lady Jaguars. Does a good job of getting the ball down low to Dillard. She gets the bucket. Is going to draw the foul. Free throw to come, and just the Lady Jaguars will not go away. They're going to chip away, chip away, chip away. Kind of withstand any future Lady Cardinal runs, and you just never know what can happen. I know the lead seems insurmountable, but in basketball it's really not with a three-point bucket.
Lady Jaguars have started 3 of 4 here. They missed their first shot of the half.
For Trinity Valley because that shot was pretty much in it. Just kind of a body contact foul.
Gloria Brown is checked into the game. Fix it. 52-30. Brittany Dukes with the drive, and he's going to draw the foul. And it's just so hard to guard her when she drives off the dribble like that. She'll go to the free throw line to shoot 2. Lady Jaguars need stops, not fouls. First free throw is good. Again, we congratulate Cardinal coach Pat Smith, who was recognized for his 500th career coaching victory, which he got this past season. Three-pointer, in and out, no good. Followed the 3, a nice job. Can't get the follow-up to fall. Boy, just a great job of hustling that time by Jamie Johnson, number 15 for the Lady Jaguars. Missed a three-pointer, went in, followed her shot in, got the rebound, put up a shot, missed it, and the ball goes out of bounds and belongs to the Lady Cardinals. Thomas running the offense over to Kalita Green. Thought about driving the baseline, thought again, turned it down twice. When Millen's posted up, Thomas puts up the jumper and nails it.
6 points for Thomas now.
(55-30). Miller with the ball down low. Shot clock's at 5. Three-pointer is blocked by Dukes, controlled by Gloria Brown. Lady Jaguars took their time then. Lady Cardinals had good defense. Brittany Dukes with the block. Millen's posted up down low. This ought to be easy to. Goes up, puts it in. Yeah, when Millen gets posted up like that, you've got to get her the ball, Jason.
And you can see in her eyes how bad she wanted that ball down there, too. She knew that she had a good matchup down there, scoring her 6th point of the ball game.
And Millen's a very versatile player. She can post up down low and score, and we've seen her have really hot games shooting the three-pointer. Martin fakes, puts up the shot, way off the mark. It's going to go out of bounds.
I talked to McMillan after the game against Glenn and asked her how her high school years went, and she admitted she kind of tore him up a little bit. It's a little bit tough for a 6'1" girl to cover her when she's shooting three-pointers. She said the college game has been a lot different. They're a lot quicker, she said, and she just had 4 points in that game. She said it didn't work today.
Oh, now they're saying the ball belongs to the Lady Jaguars. I guess they're saying it went off a Lady. Well, obviously they're saying it went off a Lady Cardinal. I didn't see it, but I didn't have near the view the official did. Shot clock is going to be at 10. Official drops the basketball. Going to reset things with the whistle.
boy.
Nice job of inbounds play that time, and the Lady Jaguars missed it. Mannigan had an open shot, couldn't get it to fall. Thomas goes on the attack. Thought she might have traveled there, wasn't called. Alicia Dunn with the basketball, puts it up, turnaround jumper, no good. A little off balanced. And Angelina's at Paris tonight. That's a big game. Nice drive and a miss. They're going to say that Johnson came in and caught the ball before she established position back in play after being out of bounds. Looked kind of close.
See Shakita Wrighton is checked in for Michelet Thomas.
Tawana Lee running the offense for the Lady Cardinals. Gets the ball down low to Brown. She puts it up, asking an offensive foul. Miller didn't give her a lot of room, Jason, but I guess she gave her just enough to get the charge called.
Yeah. She and Gloria Brown goes in there. When she goes in there, she goes hard. So that's bound to happen. It's the 4th Trinity Valley turnover of the ball game.
We are 5 minutes into the second half. Lady Cardinals lead by 27. That's what their halftime lead was, so they haven't lost any ground. Miller goes on the drive, blocked by Brown. Brown got a piece of it, but a nice job of staying with it by Emily Faust from Paris, Texas, a sophomore, and she gets the shot.
Nice crossover right there by Miller, even though she missed the shot.
Tawana Lee puts up the three-pointer. It's long, off the back of the iron, controlled by the Lady Jaguars. Pressure defense now. Raven Miller gets it over to Faust. Faust back to Miller. Three-pointer again is blocked. That's Gloria Brown with another block on the three-pointer. Did a good job of not fouling. Tawana Lee gets the ball down to right and puts up the three, and she drains it. Nice job by the Lady Cardinals of turning the Gloria Brown block into points.
See a lot of confidence growing in Shakita Wrighton and the limited play that she's getting. She looks real good on the floor.
You better look good when as deep as the Lady Cardinal bench is if you want playing time. Did you see Gloria Brown control that rebound?
Yeah.
Didn't really have position, but saw the loose ball, got a piece of it, and tapped it to where only she could get it. Nice job of Gloria Brown.
It reminds you of what an older kid would do on the playground with a lot shorter kids. Just kind of tip that ball around until she can get a hold of it.
Tawana Lee. Right and thought about it, gets the ball to Alicia Dunn. Alicia Dunn makes a move down low, puts it up. Little one-handed body roll. I love it. Oh, I love it. Hits the shot from down low. Little soft-handed one-handed roll. Nice job.
6 points now for Alicia Dunn.
62-32. It's back up to a 30-point lead. Faust thought about the three, turned it down. There's Gloria Brown with another block of a three-pointer. Oh, my goodness.
3 blocks in this half.
And she goes and post up under low, misses the shot, gets a rebound. Oh, oh my goodness. This is just going to be a substitution timeout here. The Lady Cardinals are calling a timeout, but it's just a substitution timeout, so neither team will leave the floor. At halftime, Jason, we have Glenn 26 and the Tyler women 24. Glenn is up 26-24 on Tyler at halftime in another women's game underway tonight. We'll try to pass scores along to you as we get them. That's a big game, though. Tyler needs to win to stay in the middle of the pack. And Glenn needing a win to get into the tournament. A very nice reverse layup after a baseline drive by Taisha Martin. And it's 64-34. That's a very nice job. Martin impresses me with the way she controls her body and the way she controls the basketball inside. Tawana Lee on the attack. Gets it over to McMillan. Back to Lee. Puts up the three. In and out. Great job by Alicia Dunn that time, Jason. She thought about going after the rebound, but she didn't have position. She would have had to draw a foul.
I think
didn't call for a foul.
Yeah, maturation on her part throughout the season. Whoa.
There's Martin again. Hey, when she takes that basketball and she lowers her shoulder, you better guard her because she is going to the goal.
I thought she took steps there, but
yeah, that's beside the point.
that's her 10th point. She's getting them anyway, regardless of what I think.
64-36. 11:40 left in the game. Alicia Dunn. 3-second violation. 5th turnover for the Lady Cardinals. Not bad this deep into the second half just to have 5 turnovers.
You see Gloria Brown took it back in. 17 points right now. She's got 3 steals, 6 rebounds, 4 blocks. Just a great all-around game.
And she's averaging 19.4 points and 11.6 rebounds per game. There's Martin on the drive, spin move. Tried to do a little bit too much then, loses the ball out of bounds, and it goes over to the Lady Cardinals.
Jacksonville's done a better job of hanging on to the ball, just their 2nd turnover in the second half.
Coming up on the 11-minute mark, second half. McMillan puts up the 3. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet, but she will. Tawana Lee drives baseline underneath the McMillan. Bucket and foul. Very nice job. McMillan recognized the fact that Lee had the ball, was coming back down the baseline, went and posted up down low for the pass. Very nice job by McMillan.
Going for her 9th point here.
McMillan at the free throw line. Gets it to fall. 67-36. 10:55 left in the game. Comfortable Lady Cardinal lead. Jacksonville's got to have a whole lot of stops, and I don't see those coming tonight. And there's Tawana Lee almost coming up with the steal. Very nice job of defense. Jacksonville coach Lynn Nabby's asking where the foul was, but they didn't call it. Or didn't see one, I should say. But I mean, implied that there was one. There's Martin. She'll go to the goal. You better get on her. Gloria Brown with the rebound. It's fun to watch her play.
Her 7th rebound tonight.
Tawana Lee to Brittany Dukes. McMillan's posted up. Got her a little short at time. There's Brittany Dukes. Brittany Dukes just comes out of nowhere, folks, and gets rebounds and puts them back for points. 3-pointer, no good. There's Brittany Dukes with the rebound. She feeds the ball off to Michelle White, and she's going to lose the ball, but it doesn't go out of bounds. Gets bumped by foul, so no foul call. McMillan set up for the 3, puts it up, in and out. Faust with the rebound.
I think at this point, McMillan's having fun with it. I think she's determined to hit that 3 now.
3-point attempt. Jackson misses. Faust controls the loose ball for the Lady Jaguars. Martin says, I'll take a 3, but it's no good. She hustles for the rebound, and it's going to be fouled by Marquisa McMillan, number 34. At halftime, Angelina women are ahead of Parrish 33-30 in a big game tonight. Angelina's ahead of Parrish 33-30. Lon Morris is beating up on Panola tonight at halftime, 66-33. Didn't see that one coming. The first free throw is good. San Jacinto's at Kilgore tonight. Of course, Kilgore's the team that's closest to the Lady Cardinals in the standings and has also owns a win over the Lady Cardinals. 69-37. Martin at the free throw line for a second free throw. Got it.
12 points now for Taisha Martin.
We're under 10 minutes to go in the game. Lady Cardinals have this one well in hand. Dunn was trying to post up down low. Not exactly a great pass, not great position either. Turnover for the Lady Cardinals. Again, remind you, we will have the men's game about 20 minutes following this one. Should be a great game with Jacksonville coming off a big win at home over Tyler Saturday. Cardinals coming off a road win in overtime over Lamar Port Arthur. Raven Miller drives, scoops, no good. Dunn with the rebound. Outlet pass goes to Michelle White. Manages to get the shot off. Not going to make it. It's going to be fouled by Martin. Will go to the free throw line to shoot 2.
White did a good job of getting back there. Just hustling on the other end to make something happen under the board.
In a fast-paced game, we like to see those. Don't like to see free throw shooting contests break out. White's second free throw is no good. Oh, Gloria Brown. You just see her anticipating that. She doesn't come up with a steal, but she did a great job. And Tawana Lee gets the rebound off the miss.
She's like a shark, isn't she? She just kind of lays in wait.
And this is going to be an offensive foul. Called on Tawana Lee. (69-38), 8:26 left in the game. Jacksonville's basketball. 31-point lead. Seventh-ranked Lady Cardinals in control. Brittany Dukes with the steal. Thomas running the offense over to Lee. Brown post up. Dunn gets her the basketball underneath, and that's easy 2 points there. That's where the Lady Cardinal post players have really started working together, Jason, and reading each other, and that's going to be hard to defend.
Yeah. Gloria Brown just had a lot of room on that backside, and Alicia Dunn recognized it and got her the ball in perfect position. It's 19 points from Brown now.
Three-pointer from the corner by Mangan is no good. Tawana Lee pulls up, jumper, no good. Mangan with the rebound. Miller pushes the basketball for the Lady Jaguars, puts up the layup, no good. Follow-up is good, though, by Shakira Wagner from Cedar Hill. She's a freshman. (71-40). Alicia Dunn puts up the three-pointer, almost banks it in. Don't see her putting up many threes. Here's a three on the other end, no good. Follow is out of bounds, goes off of the Lady Jaguars. Sinead Dillard put up the three-pointer and followed it in, got the rebound, but loses the basketball. Gloria Brown and Alicia Dunn check out of the game.
The board said 3 seconds ago, but they called the foul.
Thomas running the offense. Thomas takes it all the way, is going to be fouled. Jamie Johnson with the foul. Thomas at the free throw line. First one, good. And misses the second. Luciero couldn't come up with the rebound, and the Lady Jaguars are on the move. Three-pointer, uncontested, no good. Rebound off of McMillan, out of bounds. And we have a timeout Full timeout called by the Lady Jaguars. 6:19 left in the game, 72-40. Men's game will start approximately 20 minutes after the women's game is finished. We'll step away at the end of the game for a few minutes and let you get your favorite refreshment. We may do the same. We may. And then we'll come back with a few minutes left in the pregame warm-ups and set the men's game up for you.
I'd like to set it up to where my pay is in water and M&Ms, and then I won't need to get my own refreshments.
You do love those M&Ms. Again, Jacksonville takes a short timeout and forces the Lady Cardinals back onto the floor. I think they're playing with the Lady Cardinals just a little bit, Jason. 72-40, 6:19 left in the game. Shots rejected is put up by Wagner. Thomas goes all the way with the drive to Wrighton to Luziero. She makes a move, puts a little shot off the glass, and it is good.
The first 2 points of the ball game, Benny.
This game is taking on a different look than the last time these two teams played when the Lady Cardinals won by a score of 95-80. I don't think that the Lady Jaguars are going to get anywhere near 80 tonight. If they do, Bill Damon will be fit to be tied in this last 5 minutes. Thomas goes all the way, doesn't get the foul, and loses the ball off her shoulder, out of bounds. Tried to do a little much there and didn't come up with either the bucket or the foul.
Bill's giving her a little coaching down there.
Again, it's been a nice paced game. We like those. Mangan on the drive, dishes it off. Nice job that time by the Lady Jaguars. Shakira Wagner finishes it off the play by Amanda Mangan. It's a freshman out of Waxahachie, Texas.
4 points for Wagner.
74-42. Dukes baseline drive, puts it up, no good. Nobody there for the rebound for the Lady Cardinals. They got to get on the boards. You can't let the other team get to control the basketball that easily. Miller, three-pointer up. Looks good, but it wasn't good. Looked good when she let the shot left her hands, I should say. Thomas controls. She's on the drive, going to set the defender up and put in the bucket for the point. Miller's going to be called for the foul. Thomas with the drive and the bucket. Go to the line for a free throw. Tarshay Ashmead is checking into the game. I think this may be her first action tonight.
I believe it is.
Tawana Lee back on the floor for the Lady Cardinals. It was 95-80 when these two teams played back in 1st of January in Jacksonville. Shot is up and good. 77-42.
10 points now for Thomas.
Miller drives and puts up the fadeaway and hits the shot. Nice job by Miller.
11
Thomas drives, dishes off to Luziero, misses the shot, controlled the rebound by Thomas. Back over to Green. Green thought about the three, turned it down. Lee thought about the three. Going to get the ball down to Luziero down low. She makes a move. She dishes off to McMillan, and the ball goes out of bounds, but they're saying it's going off of a Jacksonville player, and ball is going to belong and stay in possession of the Lady Cardinals.
It's a good idea. Saw Ashmead there on the backside, and she drew two defenders, but pass was just a little off the mark, but tipped.
Deep pass to Carlita Green. Olga Thomas puts up the three. She thought she had it, missed. Ashmead loses the rebound, and his ball belongs to the Lady Jaguars, and there goes Miller on the drive, no good. Loose ball controlled by Jacksonville. Martin, she'll drive. Little baseline jumper that time by Sinead Dillard is good. Have a timeout on the floor. Jacksonville called a full timeout, Jason. Well, let's watch this one now. If they try to make a short timeout of it and force the Lady Cardinals on the floor, then you know they are playing with them just a little bit.
Well, if they're going to try to get in their head, they're probably about 25 minutes too late.
Okay, that's a short timeout. Watch this. And the Cardinal cheerleaders, of course, are still on the floor. They anticipated a full timeout. I'm guessing Lynn Nabby is going to go ahead and bring his team back over. He wants to have a final word with them. I guess he didn't want to battle with getting the Cardinal cheerleaders off the floor. Gotta love basketball at Cardinal Gym. I know a lot of the Lady Cardinals players, his families and friends are watching tonight. We appreciate that. It's a shame that they live at such distance they can't enjoy a game here at Cardinal Gym, but we hope by our webcast that they get a little bit of feel of the life of their friends and their daughters here in Athens at Cardinal Gym. .335 left in the game. Wright gets the ball down low to Ashby. Nice job. Ashby just comes up short on that one, though, Jason. It was a nice pass, though. Martin will take Ashby to the hoop, puts up the shot. It's going to be fouled, probably by Luziero. Nope, they're calling it on Ashby. Foul is on Ashby, number 33. It's going to send Martin to the line to shoot 2. Again, neither team is in the bonus. Like those kind of games. Men's game will start 20 minutes after the conclusion of this one, so they may get an early start tonight.
We like early starts.
Well, there's an air ball there on the free throw. That was not pretty. And Martin has had a nice game.
She has. She sure has. She's 12 points right now. It's been a while since she scored. Her last score was at the 11:55 mark of this half. She had back-to-back buckets. It's still a nice night.
Green was asking for the basketball. Oh, a nice pass to Luziero underneath, puts it up, and she missed. Ashmead missed on the follow-up, and the ball goes out of bounds off right. And that's a shame there because that was a nice job there of getting the ball down low.
Yeah, real good luck. Real good luck. Just couldn't convert on 2 point-blank attempts there.
Right, and I thought she was going to do a give and go, but the steal is by Brittany Dukes. Check that, Tawana Lee. 2-1, 2-1, back to Lee. And Ashmead gets in the mix. And it's going to get the bucket and draw the foul. Now Tarjay got on the scoring column.
Yeah. Kind of tell Lee was trying to feed her the ball there and give her a chance, and she took advantage of it finally.
I think every Lady Cardinal has scored tonight except Carlita Green. Now that Ashmead's in the books. This is the free throw. Luziero going after the rebound, and the ball's going to go out of bounds and belong to Jacksonville. 2:38 left in the game.
I know that's right because I saw Carlita on that other side of the three-point line just a few minutes ago clapping, trying to get somebody's attention. She wants that ball.
Three-pointer by Miller. Drains it. Nice shot. $79-49.
That's 14 points for Miller, just right below her average.
79-49. The scoreboard at the stadium, the gymnasium is not right, but it is 79-49. There's a three-pointer by Green. Now it's 82-49.
And that's everybody.
Everybody has scored. Should be 82-49. The clock, the home scoreboard is wrong. Martin puts up the shot, and it's good. 82-51 is our score. Just close to a minute left.
14 points now for Martin. That was a nice shot. She puts a lot of arc on that ball, whether she's shooting free throws or just shooting.
82-51 the score. Luziero, they attempt to get the ball to underneath, and there's a steal by Miller. Ashmead with the rebound. 82-51, coming up on a minute left in the game. Yeah, 82-51 is a correct score. Now they've got the score right. Green drives, misses, and the Lady Jaguars are on the run. Miller puts up the shot, makes it. And Lady Cardinals just trying to run off the final seconds of the game. They can't run the entire clock out. They got 25 seconds on the shot clock and about a 15-minute difference with the game clock.
But Miller reached 16 points on that, so she surpassed her season average.
That was, I think, 14-9 coming in. Thomas on the drive, puts up the shot, no good. Rebound goes off of Ashmead, and it'll be 24.1 seconds left, and we are at 82-53. That's easy there for Martin. 82-55. Lady Cardinals will be content with running out the remaining time, as they always do in a situation like this. And the Lady Cardinals are going to run their record to 21-4, be 12-1 in conference play. And now they've got a full week off to improve on some things, catch their breath just a little bit, and continue to lead the conference and see what else happens along the way as these other teams have to finish their games tonight, of course, and play Saturday. Again, our final score was 82 for Trinity Valley, 55 for the Lady Jaguars. That's going to drop Jacksonville to 11-11 on the year and 4-7 in conference play. Lady Cardinals 21-4 and 12-1. That's going to wrap it up from Cardinal Gym. Again, thank you for joining the Cardinal Sports Network for tonight's game. We'll look forward to having you tune us in again in a week from Saturday on the 13th when Paris is here for 2 and 4 p.m. Please take note of the credits as they flow across your screen, because these folks are the ones that got us on the air tonight and made everything look all fancy and everything, and we appreciate that. And until next time, this is Benny Rogers bidding you good night from Cardinal Gym.